Hi, my name is Jessica Wilson. I'm here to talk a little bit about geology, what it is, how it impacts society, and what I've learned about it. So when I think of geology, the first thing that comes to mind for me is rocks. And what I have found is that I'm not alone in that. A study was done at Plymouth University by Hazel Gibson, Alison Stokes, Ian Stewart, and Sabine Paul. And what they did is they took a survey to find out what do people associate with geology. And out of the 5 most associated words with geology, rock came in at number 1 with 82% of people putting it as their first choice. Geology is rocks, but it's also much more. It's studying volcanoes, earthquakes, fossils, the Earth's crust, moon craters, anything like that. It can help us understand natural disasters such as earthquakes so we can learn from them and understand what's causing them and maybe predict when they're going to happen and how bad they will be. Geology uses observational science methods, meaning it's going out and studying things in their natural environment rather than trying to recreate things in the lab. And that's done to kind of explain what has happened to get us where we are. The reason it's done more as natural observation rather than in a lab is because you get more accurate results, whereas for maybe microbiology or chemistry, you could get those same type of results being recreated in the lab, but that's just not the case for geology. Something that really impacted society is James Hutton. He is a geologist, and what he did is he studied the Earth's crust. And he was able to find out that the Earth's crust had gone through changes, and more importantly, that it still was. So he was looking at how it was formed, the erosion of molten materials, and what he found is that there was a continuous cycle of where rocks were going into the water, and then they were going into the volcano and being spouted back out, and then, the cycle would just keep going and going, which to him was showing that there was no foreseeable beginning of the earth and there's no foreseeable ending. And the reason that really impacted society is because up until that point, it was widely accepted that there was a huge flood, and that we learned about that in the Bible, telling us this is what, shaped our earth, and that the earth was only, 6,000 years old. And what his ideas were suggesting is that none of that was true and that it couldn't be true. So it helped us identify a more accurate picture of the age of the earth. We know now that it's over 4 billion years old, not 6,000 years old. His ideas definitely challenged the Bible, and that's not the only time that geology has done that. Charles Lyell also challenged the Bible, and he was actually religious as well, so he kind of tiptoed along that fine line of trying to keep his faith and be objective in science. And what he did is he did studies that actually supported Darwin's theory of evolution. These ideas from Hutton and Lyell and plenty of other geologists help pave a path for us as a society to gain a deeper understanding of how our earth was formed, and we can learn what happened, because when we just thought there was 6,000 years worth of data to research, that we thought we knew it all. And these types of things really open us up to show us we really are just at the beginning. We have so much left to learn. Geology is going to continue to help society take shape. Just like for Mars, we've already learned so much about the planet Mars just by our technology and observing craters and the volcanoes and, whether or not there's life on Mars. And I look forward to continuing to find discoveries, especially on Mars and, Europa, and just because stuff like that's going to help prioritize our budgets so that we can get more funding for science and, put space exploration at the forefront and really figure out where our Earth came from, how it started, and how we all became to be living here. Thank you.